back to the channel and welcome to Cathedral Gorge State Park in Nevada. Last year when I went down to Kanab and drove home, I decided to drive home through Nevada. It's been a route that I hadn't done before, so why not? And stopped at a rest area that overlooked Cathedral Gorge State Park and thought, I have got to come back here. This looks so amazing. So that's what I decided to do this year. On my way back home, I decided to stop. And I haven't even barely gotten into the park, and I'm thinking, I need to come back. And I think I'm going to, for next year, plan a trip, probably an early season trip like this one, to see several of the state parks in Nevada. Because you know me, I'm a state parks girl, because while you have those grand vistas at the national parks, the state parks, you get smaller vistas. Sometimes you get grand vistas. You get interesting little tidbits of history and geological history. And really, the reason why I reach out to state parks and why I want to write the book in Washington is our first relationship quite often with nature is through these smaller places like the state parks. So this is amazing. So my understanding, I watched a video before I came into the park where this was a lake bed, and then the water dried up and we've been left with these wonderful structures. And I wish I understood the geology more, but I will have to go back and take a look again, and maybe next year when I come back down, I'll know a little bit, understand the geology a little bit better. But it's sand, mud, ash, and just kind of eroded away into these wonderful spires, and I'm excited to see some more. So when the lake bed receded, it left these really amazing slot canyons. Now they aren't like the slot canyons you get in Arizona and Utah, but they're still fabulous. I mean, those canyons, you get really a lot of light bouncing around, and these ones, they're just fascinating. The structure behind me is an old CCC water tower that they built to supply water to the picnic area. And what they did was they would pump water in the top of the tower, and by gravity it would flow into the picnic area, which I think is just on back over there. But wow, I mean, CCC, built so much of the structures, so many of the structures in the Washington state parks, and kind of tells you that they had long reach. I mean, we're talking, CCC was able to put to work so many people during the Great Depression, and the works. I mean, I say this all the time, their structures are still standing. Well, this one's not being used for that purpose anymore, but it's still standing. I mean, wow, 100 years later, and these structures are still standing. Amazing and just so cool. I mean, like I said, aren't the orange sandstone in Nevada and Arizona, but man, these are amazing. So I've already decided I am going to plan my next early spring trip next year to Nevada, visit some of the state parks here, and be able to get open skies with stars and explore this wonderful geology. And while I've only been able to touch on just scratch the surface, I mean, there's this wonderful 3-mile hike that I'm just not going to be able to do today because I have to get home. I have obligations to do, but I'll be back. This is going to be next year's early season trip, and man, it's going to be amazing. So I can't wait to get home and start planning that. Other than that, since I only scratched the surface and I sadly have to leave, I invite you to explore some of the smaller places in your neck of the woods. Go to other states and visit the amazing places. I mean, I've seen some amazing places in states where you wouldn't think are that photographic. I mean, people go to the Valley of Fire outside of Las Vegas, but there's other places in Nevada, like Cathedral Gorge, that deserve our love. So with that, I will see you on the next adventure. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And until then, bye.